Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, session on R-Par, reinforcing positive attitude for achieving results. A new HR initiative for middle-level executives held at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Cleanliness drives undertaken at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant and Steel Township under Special Campaign 3.0. Quiz competition organized by SAIL RSP as a part of forthcoming Vigilance Awareness Week 2023.
Rich tributes paid to Utkalmani Pandit Gopabandhu Das on his birth anniversary by Rourkela Steel Plant. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant unveils 2 BOX NHS wagons for enhanced material transportation. Birth centenary of Professor Chitta Ranjan Das celebrated.
Karyaveer, a new motivational scheme of Finance and Accounts Department launched for recognizing employees' exemplary contributions. Sorda team emerges as the champion in Nuagaon block in zonal level Samvardhan Rural Football Tournament of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Nuakhai Bhet Ghat organized to mark Nuakhai, the famous Western Odisha festival.
Production of more value-added product is the need of the hour, says Mr. Atanubhomik DIC to RSP Collective in the mass contact exercise. First surveillance audit ISO 45001 2018 OHS MS commences at SAIL RSP. Around 250 students take part in the competitions organized by Ethics Club of Ispat Vidyamandi to mark forthcoming Vigilance Awareness Week 2023.
Contract workers of mechanical shop awarded under Instant Recognition Scheme of SAIL RSP. Synergy Lok Sanskritik Mahotsav organized by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant in Nuagaon block. Harungra dance troupe of Bajjojura GP emerges champion. SAIL RSP observes special campaign 3.0 in full vigor, organizes multiple cleanliness drives.
Learning from each other workshop held at Rourkela Steel Plant for professionals from different steel plants of India. Pre-retirement employee empowerment workshop Roshni held at SAIL RSP. RSP Open School Chess Tournament 2023 organized by Rourkela Steel Plant inaugurated.
Rourkela Steel Plant expands its product basket with cutting-edge ASTM steel for pen stock applications. Around 300 villagers benefit from the multidisciplinary health camp organized by Rourkela Steel Plant in Latikata block. And Odisha Group of Mines of SAIL RSP conducts several programs under Special Campaign 3.0.
Now the news in detail. A new HR initiative, R-Par, reinforcing positive attitude for achieving results, was held at HRD Center of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 6th and 7th October. Mr. Tarun Misra, EDP&A, presided over the inaugural session. Also present on the dais was Ms. Rashri Banerjee, CGM HRD. 34 middle-level executives in the level of E4 to E6 from across the plant attended the two-day session. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Misra commended HRD for organizing such programs and encouraged the participants to maintain the tempo and give the best all throughout their career. The program included sessions on self-motivation, personal effectiveness, learning and development and personality assessment. Interactive question and answer sessions allowed for the resolution of internal dissonances, fostering open dialogue and self-discovery. The highlight of the program was an outbound exercise and emphasized communication, interpersonal effectiveness, teamwork, decision-making and goal achievement. A management film and learning recap consolidated the key takeaways, leaving participants equipped with valuable tools to apply in their professional journey. In the valedictory session, the participants presented their personal development plans showcasing their commitment to enhancing performance through positive attitudes and personal growth. The sessions were conducted by Dr. Pranab Kumar GM and senior faculty member MTI SAIL. The program was coordinated by Mr. S. Sukulwa, Assistant Manager HRD. Under the special campaign 3.0 of Government of India, massive cleanliness drives are being undertaken by various plant units and areas of Steel Township of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant. The campaign aims at improving overall cleanliness of offices and enhancing public experience. Cleanliness drives were undertaken at HRD Center, New Plate Mill, Steel Melting Shop 1 and Structural Fabrication Shop of RSP to mark this campaign. Students and teachers of RSP run Ispat English Medium School, Sector 20, also took part in the campaign and cleaned their school premises. RSP has identified a number of spaces to be cleaned in the office and files that needs to be weeded out during the campaign. The campaign that is scheduled between 2nd October 2023 to 31st October 2023 focuses on Swachhta and reducing dependency in government offices with a saturation approach. It is noteworthy to mention that under the Swachhta Hai Seva campaign that was observed last month, Swachhta Pledge and many competitions were held to make people aware of the campaign. A quiz competition for students marked the beginning of the observation of the forthcoming Vigilance Awareness Week 2023 by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. On 6th October, the quiz competition was organized at Delhi Public School, Rourkela, for the students of class 11 and 12 by Vigilance Department of RSP. The quiz competition was conducted in two rounds. 52 students in 26 teams participated in the first written round, out of which 6 teams comprising 12 students qualified for the second and final oral round. Ms. Smita R. Artheria and Ms. Himali Sehgal were the quiz masters and moderated the entire session. Notably, the theme of this year's Vigilance Awareness Week is Bhrashtachar ka Virodh Kare, Rashtra ke Prati Samarpit Rahe, say no to corruption and commit to the nation. Involvement of students in the Vigilance Awareness Week program is a step to ensure Jan Bhagidari and sow seeds of ethical values right from tender age to help make a better world.
Wreath tributes were paid by Rourkela Steel Plant to Utkalmani Pandit Gopabandhu Das, an illustrious son of Orissa, on his 146th birth anniversary on 9th October 2023. A function was organized by the Education Wing of Town Services Department of RSP near the Gopabandhu statue at Sector 19, Ambagan Chowk. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in charge RSP and Bokaro Steel Plant, was the chief guest and inaugurated the function by paying floral tributes at the statue of the Utkalmani. He was accompanied by Mr. S.R. Suryavangsi, ED Works, Mr. P.K. Sahu, ED Projects, Mr. S. Tripathi, ED MM, Mr. B.K. Hota, ED MNHS, Mr. Tarun Mishra, ED PNA, Mr. A.K. Behuria, ED FNA, Mr. P.K. Swai, CGM TA and CSR, several other chief general managers and other senior officers of RSP. The program commenced with the rendition of the state anthem, Bande Utkala Janani. The first prize winners of the elocution competition in the senior group, namely Ansika Pradhan, class 12, student of Ispat Higher Secondary School, Sector 16, Muhammad Farhan Ansari, class 11, student of Ispat Vidya Mandir, Sector 19, and Mohit Panda, class 10, student of Ispat English Medium School, Sector 20, spoke about the life and times of the Utkalmani in Oriya, Hindi and English. Mr. Triloshan Sawai, Assistant Manager, Steel Melting Shop 1, recited a poem on the Utkalmani in Oriya. The chief guest, Mr. Bhaumik, awarded the winners of the elocution competition held earlier in the senior and junior category in the 3 different languages, that is Oriya, Hindi and English. Large number of Rourkelites from various walks of life, including school children, took part in the function. Subhalakshmi Sahu, a class 9 student of Deepika Ispat Sikhya Sadan, Sector 18, welcomed the audience, and Sonali Aran, class 8 student of Deepika Ispat Sikhya Sadan, Sector 18, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Bhumishri Mahananda, class 12 student of Ispat Vidya Mandir, Sector 19, anchored the programs. In a significant stride towards strengthening its infrastructure and optimizing material transportation capabilities, Traffic and Raw Material (T&RM) Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant inducted 2 BOX NHS wagons on 9th October 2023. The wagons were inaugurated by Mr. MNVS Prabhakar, CGM Services, and Mr. Hiralal Mahapatra, GM in charge, T&RM, in the presence of other senior officials from RSP. These newly inaugurated wagons will be used for transportation of various materials, including 30 mm limestone, as well as essential commodities such as PCI coal, hard coke, sinter, and more. This development will significantly contribute to meeting the demands of customer departments like raw material handling plant, sinter plant, blast furnace, and others. Each of these advanced BOX NHS wagons comes at a cost of Rs 36.28 lakhs, underlining SAIL RSP's unwavering commitment to quality and efficiency. It is noteworthy that RSP is having a fleet of 484 internal rolling stock for transportation of finished, semi-finished, byproducts and raw materials. These wagons are being maintained by Carriage and Wagon Shop of T&RM Department. Out of these 484 wagons, there are 54 numbers of BOXN, BOX NHS wagons. With these new wagons, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant continues to set new benchmarks in the steel industry, further solidifying its position as a leader in innovation, quality, and customer satisfaction. A two-day centennial celebration of thinker, educationist, critic, pioneer of Oriya non-fiction writing, and one of the finest translators, Professor Chitta Ranjan Das, was organized at Pragati Utkal Sangh, Rourkela. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in charge RSP, with the additional in charge of BSL, was the chief guest in the inaugural ceremony held on 7th October 2023. Dr. Satyapriya Mahalik, Principal Jamshedpur Workers College, Mr. B.B. Mahanti, former ED and of RSP and convener of Professor Chitta Ranjan Das Centennial Celebration Committee, Mr. P.K. Swai, CGM, TA and CSR were also present on the dais. The dignitaries offered floral tributes at the portrait of Professor Das to mark the inauguration of the program. The DIC paid rich tributes to the scholar of eminence, literary commentator and author of numerous books in Oriya and English, Professor Chittaranjan Das, who is known as Socrates of Orissa. He lauded the organizing committee for its noble initiative in preserving the ideologies and philosophies espoused by the illustrious professor. The DIC released a book, Shanti Niketan O Chittaranjan, to mark the occasion. Ms. Susmita Naskar and Mr. Gangadhar Tripathi presented Rabindra Sangeet in the function. Mr. Ghanshyam Dhal, General Secretary Pragati Utkal Sangh, proposed a formal vote of thanks.
Karya Veer, a new motivational scheme for non-executive employees, has been introduced by Mr. A.K. Behuria, ED FNA, during SAPAR, Sectional Action Plan and Review, meeting held in Chintan, the Conference Hall of Finance and Accounts Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 7th October. Present on the occasion were all the general managers and associated executives of Finance and Accounts Department. The first recipient of the prize was Mr. K.C. Nayak, Senior Executive Assistant FNA IGH, who was conferred with the Karya Veer Award for the month of September 23 for his exemplary work relating to clearance of bills pertaining to medical referral and reimbursement cases, punctuality and interpersonal relationship. In his address, ED FNA emphasized that the Karya Veer Award is our way of shining a spotlight on those who consistently go above and beyond in their day-to-day roles. Emphasizing the fact that recognition brings motivation and motivation enhances productivity, Mr. Behuria spelt out the objectives of the scheme as recognizing excellence, inspiring others, and fostering a culture of appreciation. It may be noted that SAPAR has been introduced in Finance and Accounts Department under the leadership of EDFNA since March 23, wherein each sectional heads of FNA department present the highlights of the month, jobs done during the month, and action plan for the next month. SAPAR is also attended by the executives of Odisha Group of Mines, where they deliberate on the highlights and action plan for their respective areas. The football team from Sorda village emerged as the champion of zonal level Samvardhan Rural Football Tournament organized by CSR Department of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant at Kanbotri village in Nuagaon block on 7th October 2023. Dr. B.K. Hota, ED MNHS, was the chief guest of the closing function and presented the trophies and cash award to the champions of the tournament. Mr. S. Pal Chaudhary, CGM Automation and Instrumentation, was the guest of honor. Other distinguished guests were Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, Mr. T.B. Topo, AGM CSR, Mr. A.N. Pati, AGM CSR, Ms. Snijita Kispota Samiti Member, Zilla Parishad, Mr. Idrish Kullu, Vice Chairperson Nuagaon. 32 teams took part in the tournament that was held from 3rd to 7th October. Sorda team defeated the team from Satara in a penalty shootout by 3-2 to become the champion of the zone. The 3rd and 4th positions were bagged by team from Dolengbira and the Tersa team from Kardega. The champions received a trophy and a cash award of Rs 10,000, while the runners-up team got a trophy and a cash award of Rs 8,000. The 3rd and 4th teams received cash prizes of Rs 6,000 and Rs 4,000 respectively. The dignitaries also presented the Man of the Match, Best Scorer, Best Goalkeeper and Best Defender awards, comprising trophies and cash awards of Rs 750 to Durga Pradhan from Sorda, Suraj from Satara, Amrit Lakra from Sorda and Krishna Panna from Satara respectively. The 5-day tournament was conducted by Priya Self-Help Group of Kanbotri village under the patronage of Rourkela Steel Plant. Large number of football lovers from in and around the village gathered to witness the event. This was the first zonal level football tournament of the 2023-24 series, which gets organized in the 4 peripheral blocks of RSP every year. The champions and the runners-up from each of the 4 zones will compete in the final football match that will be held at Rourkela. Nuakhai Bhet Ghat, a get-together program, was held at Civic Centre on 7th October to mark the famous Western Odisha festival Nuakhai. Mr. Sharada Prasad Nayak, Honorable Cabinet Minister for Labour and Employees, State Insurance Department, was the chief guest of the evening. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, DIC Rourkela Steel Plant and Bokaro Steel Plant, joined the evening celebration as guest of honor. During the function, famous Western Odisha poet Mr. Durga Prasad Panda was also felicitated. This was followed by impressive cultural program comprising Dal Khai, Raser Keli, Chut Kuchuta dance presented by Padmapur artists. The program concluded with a formal vote of thanks by Kunja Bihari Sahu, Acting President Paschim Odisha Sanskritik Parishad. Mr. Swarup Panigrahi, President Paschim Odisha Sanskritik Parishad, coordinated the function. Earlier in the morning, the function was inaugurated by Mr. Subrat Tarai, MLA Raghunath Palli, the chief guest of the morning session. Padma Shri Haldhar Nag was the keynote speaker. The agricultural festival commenced with Nuakhai Puja, where the Nabanna, rice prepared from the newly harvested paddy crop of the farm, was presented to the presiding deities. A book, Upokhito Sipahi, written by Dr. Prabhat Malik, was released on the occasion, highlighting the eminent personalities of Western Odisha. Sambalpuri quiz and magic show for the children were some other added attractions of the festive occasion.
Production of more value-added products to keep up with changing market demand is the need of the hour, exhorted Mr. Atanu Vomik, Director in Charge, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, to the plant collective while addressing in the 869th mass contact exercise organized on 11th October 2023 at Gopabandhu Auditorium. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. P.K. Sahu, ED Projects, Mr. Somnath Tripathi, EDMM, Dr. B.K. Hota, EDMNHS were also present on the dais. Mr. Tarun Mishra, ED P&A, Mr. Alok Verma, ED Mines, Mr. A.K. Behuria, ED F&A, several CGMs and HODs were also present on the occasion. Around 500 employees of different departments attended the program. The DIC congratulated the RSP collective for the outstanding H1 performance of the plant in key production areas. He said that although we registered record performance, but we fell short to reach our ABP targets, thus affecting our profit margins. He emphasized upon capitalizing on the favorable market conditions with enhanced customized productions. Cautioning against the rising coke price in the international market, he exhorted the collective to negate its effect by better cost management. The DIC also stressed on the necessity to reduce breakdowns, proper maintenance, production as per market demand, efficient planning, budgeting and contract formulation. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi appreciated the hard work and sincerity of the employees while congratulating the RSP collective for the best H1 performance. He said, the targets of H2 seem challenging but not impossible. We need to analyze where we fell short and work towards improving those areas. He stressed on improving the techno-economics parameters, cost control and sustainable production with special emphasis on digitalization and automation. Addressing the gathering, Mr. P.K. Sahu apprised various ongoing projects in RSP such as the Castor 4 in SMS2, coke ovens, battery 2, rebuilding, treatment systems for ZLD, sewage treatment plant, coke ovens, battery 7 with stamp charging facility and new oxygen plant. He said that the new digital project management system will be operable in RSP by December 2023. Mr. Somnath Tripathi congratulated the purchase team of Odisha Group of Mines for taking the entire procurement system on SAP, which helped RSP to save 10% to 15% of cost. Dr. Hota informed the gathering about the new infrastructural development at IGH. He urged everyone to stay safe and take precautionary measures against dengue and scrub typhus. Earlier, the meet commenced with the rendition of the national anthem. This was followed by showcasing a film made by Public Relations Department comprising motivational videos as well as the performance of RSP in last fiscal in various endeavors, targets, achievements and new facilities in the township. In another film, the compliance status of the suggestions given in the last session was shown. Later during the interaction session, employees gave suggestions pertaining to production, productivity, maintenance and safety issues. The session ended with everyone joining to take a pledge to make RSP the best in every respect. Ms. Rajlakshmi Acharya, Junior Officer RNC Lab, coordinated the program. The first surveillance audit ISO 45001-2018 OHSMS commenced at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 11th October. Mr. I. Rajan, CGM in charge, coke oven and CCD presided over the opening meeting. Present on the occasion were auditors, chief general managers, HODs and other senior officers of the concerned department. In his opening remark, Mr. Rajan highlighted the importance of the audit and assured the auditors of all possible cooperation. The audit would be conducted by Mr. Kaushik Chakraborty, late auditor, and Mr. Pradeep Kumar Patra, co-auditor of Messrs. TUV. Another co-auditor, Mr. Rajiv Karwayan, would join the team on a distant mode. The scope of the audit is production and supply of various primary, intermediate and finished steel products, including support services. The departments to the audited during the 4 days are Safety Engineering Department, Coke Ovens, Fire Services Department, Lime Dolomite and Brick Plant, Raw Material Handling Plant, Center Plant 2, Occupational Health and Services Center, New Plate Mill, Blast Furnaces, Oxygen Plant, Hot Strip Mill 2, Captive Power Plant 3, Steel Melting Shop 2, Cold Rolling Mill and Crane Maintenance. The program is being coordinated by Ms. Chaitali Das, GM in charge BE and IED and the Business Excellence team. Around 250 students of Iswat Vidya Mandir, Sector 19 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant took part in the competitions organized on 11th October by the IVM Ethics Club to mark the forthcoming Vigilance Awareness Week 2023. 50 students participated in the essay competition based on the topic Prevention of Cybercrime. In the elocution competition, 35 participating students spoke on the subject Impact of Media on Society. Both the competitions were held on trilingual basis, that is Odia, Hindi and English. 160 students took part in the written quiz competition. Winners of each of these competitions will be awarded later in a function to be organized during the Vigilance Awareness Week. The program was conducted under the guidance and supervision of Mr. A. Udgata, Principal IVM.
A special award program on the Instant Recognition Scheme was organized at the Conference Hall of Mechanical Shop of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 3rd October. Mr. R.N. Rajendran, CGM Mechanical, was the chief guest on the occasion and presented the awards to 29 contract workers of Messrs. Ponia Enterprises engaged in mechanical shop. Present on the occasion were Mr. Sekhar Narayan, GM in charge, design shops, mechanical shops and foundry, Mr. Sanjay Mehrotra, GM personnel and other senior officers of shops and concerned contractor. Mr. Rajendran appreciated the effort and hard work of the awardees and encouraged them to put their best efforts to improve the overall productivity of the plant. Mr. Sekhar Narayan and Mr. Mehrotra also applauded the outstanding performance of the contract workers. It may be noted that the contract workers were awarded for their exemplary contribution towards repairing the uncoiler mandrel of HSM2 department and in situ key slot machining in universal spindle of plate mill. The dedicated and exemplary efforts of these contract workers saved the downtime of new hot strip mill and plate mill. On-time completion of the above jobs earned substantial savings for the plant. Mr. K.R. Mishra, AGM Mechanical Shop, coordinated the award function while Mr. S.K. Mohanty, Assistant Manager Mechanical Shop, proposed a vote of thanks. 30 dance troupes from different villages of Nuagaon block enthusiastically participated in the zonal level competition of Synergy Lok Sanskritik Mahotsav organized by the CSR department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant at Bagdega village on 10th October. Mr. Tarun Mishra, EDPNA, RSP, graced the concluding function as the chief guest, while Mr. P.K. Swai, CGMTA and CSR, was the guest of honor for the function. Also present on the occasion were Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, Mr. T.B. Topo, AGM CSR, Mr. A.N. Pati, AGM CSR, local Sarpanch, other officials of CSR, SHG members and village elders. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Mishra congratulated the winners as well as the participants of the event and lauded the efforts of CSR department of RSP in promoting the rich cultural heritage of the region. The chief guest also presented the first, second and third prizes to the winners of the dance competition. Harungra dance troupe of Badjojora Gram Panchayat emerged as champion of the Nuagaon block dance festival and won cash award of Rs 10,000 and the champion trophy. Kairkera Khartola dance troupe bagged the second prize that consisted of a cash award of Rs 8,000 and a trophy. The third prize that carried a cash prize of Rs 6,000 and a trophy was presented to the Lengsera dance troupe. The judges were also felicitated on the occasion. Consolation prizes of Rs 2,500 were also given to each of the remaining participants' troupe. The event was organized by the CSR department of RSP with the support of Reena Self-Help Group of Barhaipara hamlet of Bagdega village. Ms. Munmun Mitra welcomed the gathering while Mr. T.B. Topo proposed a formal vote of thanks. Mr. B. Ekka, Senior Field Assistant CSR, anchored the show. The event was facilitated by the CSR team of RSP. A large number of villagers from neighboring areas enjoyed the dance extravaganza. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has been proactively taking cleanliness drives under the special campaign 3.0 launched by the Government of India. This special campaign aims at elevating the cleanliness standards in various areas in the plant, including offices, public spaces and the steel township. To achieve these goals, a cleanliness drive has been organized at Blast Furnace 5 of RSP. The drive was led by Mr. P.K. Mahapatra, GM in charge Blast Furnace. The periphery of office building was cleaned by 25 employees, including contract workers of the department. Mr. Palash Kanti Sarkar, Assistant Manager Personnel, coordinated the drive. It is worth mentioning that the other departments of RSP, such as HRD Center, New Plate Mill, Steel Melting Shop 1, Structural and Fabrication Shop and Calcining Plant 2, also conducted cleanliness drive under Special Campaign 3.0. As part of the campaign, specific areas within the office have been identified for cleaning and redundant files are being systematically removed. These efforts are a testament to the commitment of RSP in promoting a cleaner and more organized environment. Additionally, the steel township has not been left out with a comprehensive cleanliness drive covering various areas.
Around 40 professionals from Bhilai Steel Plant, IISCO Steel Plant, Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited RINL, Tata Steel, JSW Steel and Rourkela Steel Plant working in the areas of CDCP boilers and chambers took part in a Learning from Each Other LEO workshop held at HRD Center of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 11th and 12th October 2023. The theme of the workshop was Enhancing Reliability of CDCP Boilers and Chambers. The LEO workshop was based on the recent phenomena of coke drying quenching technology incorporating the concept of green technology used for reducing carbon footprint. The objective of the program was to share the rich experience of middle management level members from industries who are involved in the day-to-day activities in the areas of CDCP boilers and chambers, as well as the experts from operation, maintenance, design and services. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, presided over the valedictory function and handed over the certificate of participation to the participants. Present on the occasion were Ms. Rajshri Banerjee, CGM HRD, Mr. Sunil S. Kartha, CGM in charge Electrical and Power, Mr. S. Pal Chaudhary, CGM Automation and Instrumentation, Mr. Tularam Behra, CGM COCC, HODs, senior officers and members of the workshop committee. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Suryavanshi appreciated the efforts of HRD in organizing such workshops meant for sharing and learning from each other to solve problems and enrich the knowledge and skill. Emphasizing the need of collective brainstorming to find solutions for recurring problems, he urged the participants to work upon, implement and follow up the takeaway points that emerged from the workshop. During the program, presentations were made by each of the participating steel plant on recurring problems in the shop floor, solutions provided and innovative jobs undertaken to enhance production and strengthen safety. Syndicate discussions were held based on the common issues identified from the presentations. Mr. Suryavanshi facilitated the final syndicate presentation session where the leaders presented the key learnings and action points for implementation. The sessions were guided by a team of experts comprising Mr. A.V.A. Ramaseshu, RINL, Mr. Khurshid Alam, Mr. Rajesh Pradhan and Mr. Parasram G. Bhosle, working with Thermax Babcock and Wilcox Energy Solutions Limited. A guided plant visit was also organized for the delegates and subject matter experts attending the workshop. The program was coordinated by the workshop committee comprising Ms. Rajshri Banerjee and Mr. S. Kartha as the advisors, Mr. H. Pati, GM HRD, Mr. S. L. Das, GM CPP1, Ms. Annapurna Bhera, Senior Manager HRD, and Mr. Himanshu Mandavi, Manager CPP1 as members. The program concluded with a formal vote of thanks by Mr. S. L. Das. 27 employees including executives superannuating in the month of October 2023 were made aware about the different facets of overall health and financial security in a pre-retirement employee empowerment workshop Roshni held at CPTI Auditorium of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 10th October 2023. Mr. Birendra Kullu, CGM Personnel, presided over the inaugural session. Mr. G.R. Dash, GM Personnel, ERCTM, was also present on the occasion. The sessions at Roshni encompassed a wide spectrum of topics crucial for a smooth retirement transition. Mr. G.R. Dash highlighted the importance of maintaining good health and provided detailed information on Mediclaim policies. Adding to it, Dr. Sivalkar addressed health-related concerns and strategies for a healthier post-retirement life. The sessions also included the subject like cybersecurity, where Mr. V.P. Arya, AGM CNIT, explained the advantages of Internet in digital era and also provided insights into the world of cyber threats and security for helping the participants to safeguard their digital presence. Mr. N.C. Das, Assistant General Manager, Finance and Accounts, talked about the practical process with regard to smooth financial settlement upon retirement. Expert advices were offered by Mr. S.C. Sahu, Senior Manager, Finance and Accounts, on effective finance management for ensuring stability in the later phase. To cope with the significant transition phase and lead a purposeful and proactive life, Mr. Babula Nahak, Senior Manager, CP2, deliberated on positive mindset preparation. Mr. H.K. Sahu, Assistant Manager, Town Services, discussed about the intricacies of quarter vacation and retention policies within the organization. Significance of life insurance policies in securing the future was provided by representatives from LIC. Mr. Ram Narayan Mishra, Assistant Manager, Personnel ER&C, welcomed the gathering, while Ms. Jyoti Oria, Senior Manager, Personnel ER&C, proposed a formal vote of thanks. The main aim of the Roshni workshop is to prepare the retiring employees in a comprehensive manner to embrace retirement with positivity, enthusiasm and preparedness. RSP Open School Chess Tournament 2023, organized by the Sports Unit of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, was inaugurated by Mr. Tarun Mishra, EDP and A, at Biju Patnaik Hockey Stadium on 13th October 2023. Mr. P.K. Swai, CGM, TA and CSR, RSP, was the guest of honor of the program. Present on the occasion were Mr. P.K. Das, GM in charge Town Services, Mr. R.K. Verma, GM, Airport Sports, PH and SW, Mr. J.P. Mishra, GM, PHS, SW and Airport, and other senior officers, many students, parents and guardians. Mr. Mishra declared the championship open and also made few moves on the chessboard to mark the beginning of the tournament. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Mishra commended the efforts of the sports unit of RSP for organizing such an event. He also appreciated the role of parents in winning the children away from the virtual world and encouraging them to participate in brain-stimulating activities which improve one's power of concentration, hone intelligence, and teach planning and strategizing. Mr. P.K. Swai delivered the welcome address and exhorted the players to exhibit their talent in the championship, while Mr. R.K. Verma proposed a formal vote of thanks. Mr. Anil Malik of CRM was the master of the ceremony. The function was coordinated by Mr. Raghu Nandan Padhi, Assistant Manager Sports. Notably, 200 students from different schools are taking part in the championship, scheduled to conclude on 14th October.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, a pioneer in the field of special steel plates, continues to push the boundaries of innovation and engineering excellence. In a groundbreaking development, RSP has added ASTM 517 grade F plates to its product basket, catering to the critical penstock applications in hydropower projects. This achievement reinforces RSP's commitment to contributing to India's growth and self-sufficiency in key infrastructure sectors. The newly introduced ASTM 517 grade F plates are being rolled in the state-of-the-art new plate mill and thereafter treated in the special plate plant. These high-strength plates are of paramount importance in penstock applications, that is, the hydraulic structure that carries water under high pressure to the powerhouse to run the turbines and generate power. By commencing the commercial production of ASTM 517 grade F plates, RSP has strengthened its presence in the realm of hydropower sector, ensuring efficient execution and operation of hydroelectric projects. The steel plant has already dispatched around 1,000 tons of this special steel for the Beers Valley Power Project against the total order for 2,100 tons. As part of the ongoing mission to meet the Make in India objectives, RSP is determined to provide import substitute and critical application plates that contribute to India's self-sufficiency in defense and infrastructure. A multidisciplinary health camp was organized by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP at Government UP High School, Asurat Chapal in Latikata block on 13th October. The camp was conducted by the Corporate Social Responsibility CSR Department in association with the Medical and Health Services M&HS Department of RSP. Dr. B.K. Hota, ED M&HS, Dr. Jayant Acharya, CMO M&HS, Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, Mr. T.B. Topo, AGM CSR, Mr. A.N. Pati, AGM CSR, and other officials of RSP visited the camp and interacted with the villagers. The team of doctors of RSP who examined the patients were Dr. Gauranga Ghosh, Pediatrics, Dr. Vinay Mudgal, Medicine, Dr. Dibya, ONG, Dr. A. Devata, Ophthalmology, Dr. M.K. Pradhan, Surgery, and Dr. Jitendra Kumar, ENT. They were assisted by Mr. Mihir Mohanty and Mr. Manoj Behra of CPSK Dispensary, Ms. Sujata Das, Senior Hospital Technician Ophthalmology, and Mr. D.K. Das, CSR Coordinator. Around 292 patients were examined in the camp and were provided free medicines and consultation. Besides, 57 patients were identified for further treatment at Ispat General Hospital under various CSR schemes, namely Project Sunayana for free eye surgery under Project Sushruti for medical intervention of people with hearing ailments, Project Charak for provision of free surgical interventions, Project Surabhi for treatment of gynecological disorders, and Project Akshay for treatment of TB. It is worth mentioning here that the medical camps are being organized by RSP in peripheral villages, not only reach out to the people living in remote villages, but also extend expensive surgical interventions for free treatment at IGH to the identified people suffering from grave ailments. Odisha Group of Mines of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has organized several programs in its offices and township under Swachhata Hi Seva Special Campaign 3.0. This special campaign aims at elevating the cleanliness standards in various areas of the mines and the township. Pledge taking programs were organized in the offices. Mr. Tilak Patnaik, GM in charge BIM, KIM and Taldihi, led the Swachhata pledge taking ceremony at BIM. A similar pledge taking function was also organized at Kalta Iron Mines. An intensive cleaning of the BIM township was organized, where more than 150 employees, general public and school children volunteered and swept the road and public places clean, reiterating their commitment to make a garbage-free, clean and green India. And that's all for now. Namaskar.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.